Side, everybody know everybody, right? I got nothing but love in my heart for West Side niggas, nothing but love.
Live from Detroit, live from Detroit,
Pink suits with hats to match, big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks? This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats fully reclined. Keep your hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money on their mind.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, aka the Tim Before Your Hat Titan, aka the Conspiracy Realist, aka the Technology Snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, aka I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice, Young Caesar, because you know you can't run without me. Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because they couldn't find another animal just like me, aka West Side T'Challa, the new leader of Wakanda. Don't debate me, debate your mama. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
What up, though? And it's your man Dame Gone Wild, the West Side Landlord, the Pride of PA, High Chief Dame Don't Fuck Around, the liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite Dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk Podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these four letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you not saying it right. It's the Honorable Judge Boss Dame and this bitch. All rise. I am a motherfucking black belt, and it's time for the motherfucking Kumite. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Yo, welcome back. Shop Talk Podcast, episode 464.
On you hoes.
And we back for another week of
Wow, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We back for another week of foolishness. You might get some laughs. You might be entertained. I don't know. I forgot.
You never remember that fucking tagline, dog. You
might pick up some knowledge. You might get anyway be entertained. Some shit like that. I wrote it a long time ago, 10 years ago almost.
Yeah. What's up, man? You don't sound like yourself, brother.
Man.
What did you catch? Is this mono?
Man, I've been sick all week, man. Today, I went to work today. I was back outside. It's my first day. I'm a good 90% or so. But man, I didn't leave the house for 2 days. I was legit in the bed. I hadn't got 2 days of rest. Like when I was like I'm in the bed for the whole day, like the entire day.
I feel you.
Like I think I left one time to go get some grapes, some oranges, and some orange juice. But that was on the second day. Yeah, man, pop some meds, got some orange juice, grapes. I think stay hydrated, and I'm back out here. But
I was listening to an old pod that we did, and you was like, "That's what you do when you get sick. You get grapes, oranges, and you kind of like self-medicate with that." Nigga, did you have a flu, or did you?
I don't know what the fuck, man. I think I gave it to my boss at work too.
Okay,
that's unfortunate.
Ain't you one of them anti-vax niggas? You don't believe in like flu shots and all that?
I mean, that's a giant label to put on somebody. Like I've been vaccinated to all the vaccines that me and you would have gotten in the early 80s.
Okay.
You know, I've never taken a flu shot ever. No, I don't do that.
Okay. That's maybe calling you anti-vax is a little extreme, but
Yeah.
No flu shot. I know you didn't take the COVID shot.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no.
I gotta take the flu shot for work. Like we can't like get around it.
That's unfortunate.
And when the COVID shot was cracking, they was definitely trying to make niggas take the COVID shot.
But I don't usually get sick. That's not like I don't have a yearly time to get the flu again or some shit like that. But I'm fairly sure because last Saturday night, me and a friend were hanging out at some bar on a new black owned bar on Grand River. They had some live performances. It was cool. Then went back, watched the
Grand River and what?
Right next door to it's called Eva or something like that. It's right next door to Detroit Vegan Soul. Really nice.
Okay, the little it's like a little performance venue in there. They got
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah, I saw Charity in there one night, like long time ago.
yeah. It's really really cool. Went back to watch the fight. You know what I'm saying, was good. But then Monday night, a person was like, "Man, I'm feeling kind of sick," and I was like, I think I'm shivering. Me and Ed had just recorded the pod. You feel
I
me?
think I'm shivering.
I think I'm kind of cold too. But I went to work the next day, and I was talking about, I was like, she was like, look, if you don't feel good tomorrow, like just don't come in. And I called her, and that next morning I woke up, I'm shivering and shit. I watched Paradise at midnight under the covers. Like I had to keep, mentally when you shivering or some shit, like you outside, you can make yourself stop if you think about it. I kept doing that. I'm like, wait a minute. So yeah, man, I was down pretty bad. And the person that would normally remember a couple weeks ago, we was talking about like, has anybody ever came and like helped you? And
Yeah.
that motherfucker was sick too. So,
Damn.
I'm up here trying. I'm like, you need me to bring you something? You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Acts of service, my nigga. Acts of service.
ain't that right? I'm in this motherfucker. Like, you need me to bring you something. But yeah. Other than that, it was good to be halfway back. You feel me?
Coconut water and Gatorade. Mix that shit half and half, my nigga. That should have helped you bounce back. Them electrolytes and some of that coconut water help you get back to full strength.
Coconut water tastes like water somebody already drunk.
It's you remember being a kid and like it's gonna sound
Water,
crazy.
if you will.
And you like shot your super soaker water like maybe in your mouth or somebody else's mouth.
Yes.
Pause. That's what coconut water tastes like.
That is a
Super
very pause statement.
but you know what I'm
Like,
talking about. You know what
because
I'm talking about.
when you think about that situation, like niggas is like using water hose water to fill that shit up, buckets of shit. You know what I'm saying? Water be dirty as fuck. We out here squirting and shooting, yeah, for sure.
Squirting and shooting. Pause.
Hey,
That sounds like the type of Saturday night I'd be looking to have. Squirting and shooting.
the name of this episode is called Squirting and Shooting. They be like, well, we got to the name of this episode 7 minutes in.
Yeah.
And shooting. I be forgetting. Like, that's how we used to get names of episodes. But I just be forgetting.
I just be wanting to name episodes random shit.
Like I think my man Chris Crack, he's an amazing artist out of Chicago. The name of his songs are all
Be
just
wild.
like,
Yeah, be wild.
they just be wild as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But the
R&B
song was
music
great.
at the abortion clinic.
Yeah, like I told you my mama I love her after the day after I shot her in the face or some shit like that. Like what? Yeah. Yeah, man, but that's how my week was.
I'm
How was
glad to
your
see that you feel. I'm glad to see that you're feeling better. My week was probably a little less chaotic. No cold or nothing. Man, being the man of the motherfucking house, being the head of the household, being like the a father, the king of the castle. When everything fall on you, it's like goddamn, everything fall on you. Like I tweeted it this morning. Like I thought I had fixed one problem. And I was like, bet this is out the way. But in fixing that problem, I discovered like legit two more problems that now I gotta handle. And who the fuck do I get to call? Nobody but me. I gotta just figure this shit out.
man? The other alternative to that, or not even alternative, but like when a nigga here by himself and I'm the only one here, it's all my fault. Like it's like
Facts.
there's quite literally nobody else to blame or nobody else to fix this shit because it's only you, my nigga. Like
And I mean, yeah, like my kids don't live with me like full time per se. So like it's just me. I did this.
yeah,
Something that I neglected or I didn't keep an eye out on. Like I did that shit. I let the shit happen, and now I gotta fix it. And I know the fix is not gonna be, a drop in the bucket. It's probably gonna cost me 400, 500 extra dollars that I don't feel like spending or shit just don't want to spend. But what the
shit, I
fuck
ain't
can I
got
do?
I ain't got it. Sorry. Life is expensive right now.
Hey, if one of y'all is a plumber or some shit, and you just want to do a good deed for a nigga,
You want to
I-
you want to I'll come shoot the ad. If you go whatever you got going on, I'll record you doing it. I'll shoot the ad.
hey
If you
man, I give you a shout out. Whatever we can do to work
shoot
out
the
some
commercial.
compensation.
How about that? We'll shoot the commercial.
Yeah,
They got to fix whatever it depends on what it is, but I'll record it. You know what I'm saying? Throw some music on that motherfucker, make it look all nice.
I know how to do voiceovers. So I mean, we'll make it look real clean. Oh, one thing I do want to shout out. I went to Pharaoh had another men's fatherhood, men's health group this past Monday. He gave niggas resistance bands. So number one, I'm gonna be swole as fuck for the summer. So watch your bitch. Also, something real interesting that he's offering to like the brothers that participate in the group will be part of the free what is it? Not produce distribution he's gonna have
I'm
going
about to
on
say
through
masonry because I know.
no. He's gonna have like a produce subscription going on. I want to say from like June to October. And this thing Raph said he had bought a cow and he was gonna bless niggas with like some fresh halal meat. So I was like, man, that's I appreciate it. I think you can always use some. Oh, and on the 20th, I don't know if I should quote that date. I believe he said the 20th, but Zeke in New Era, Detroit was gonna be handing out some free groceries. Uh, I believe at neighborhood grocery. Do not quote me on that date.
So soon.
Reach, yeah. Watch the neighborhood grocery page because Raphael is doing amazing things in the hood. He's just doing amazing shit. I love him, man. Good brother.
Yeah, for sure. I just seen something about Zeke and them. They're doing something on Saturday. Mondays is pretty much busy for me, man. My Mondays be wrapped. I usually close, get off, record 2 pods. My Mondays is done. But I'm off this weekend, so I think I seen they had something going down at I can't think of the location. I literally just seen it, but something I'm gonna go down there and mess with on Saturday. Man, I was online looking. You can buy a chicken for like $10.
Yeah, you can get a chick for like $2. You can buy it through Tractor Supply. You can like get a baby chick
And
for
they
like
just
$2.
listen. I don't know if they was bullshitting, but they'll just send you them shits in the mail.
No, it's probably a little bit less common here, but like I do got a partner of mine down in Houston. He was like, you can go into the store and like put them little niggas in a box
There's a
and
young
take them
lady.
home.
There's a young lady I follow on socials, and she works at the post office of what I can gather. And she had showed like a box of chicks, and it was like niggas can mail anything, and this is ridiculous. And that was like 2 days before I started looking into the chick things because they was talking about the cost of eggs and everything. I'm like, my nigga, I can get 6 chickens for less than the it would come from cover eggs. So it's like, hey, fuck it, everybody just get their own chickens. Like,
I
why
mean,
not?
but then you gotta like keep them niggas cooped up. And
Same thing y'all do with these fucking pit bulls y'all got is y'all don't walk them. You feel me? Like they could just be having them tied in the backyard and shit or in the basement. Like fuck it. I would rather the streets be full of chickens than pit bulls.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that because
Like,
in a pinch, I can go outside, get a chicken, and make dinner. In a pinch,
I mean, that fucking chicken gonna keep laying eggs no matter what. Like
it will.
you just got eggs, my nigga. Like you
I
got a bunch.
feel I feel like it's a push to kind of make us more resourceful, or make us like kind of live off of the land uh
Good.
now. But I wouldn't mind like if I ever get the homestead one day, I definitely want chickens.
You can have
Uh
them in your neighborhood. So
yeah, in
I
the
used to
city
go
you
to
can.
I used to go to Dixon, which is on the west side. The school is no longer there, but it was on Tireman and like what's the street? Arbarn and like Minot. I mean Arbarn and Constance. What was that Van Buren? whatever the fuck. It don't fucking matter what street it was. But right across the street from the fucking school, a nigga used to have chickens and roosters and shit. And we always thought that shit was wild as fuck, but it ain't.
He knew.
Yeah.
I had
that was in the 90s.
Yeah, I had an old boss of mine that used to bring us. She had chickens at the crib, and like she used to bring niggas every week. She would pick one of us that she gave like fresh eggs to,
Yeah.
and she used to bring us fresh eggs from the crib.
I've been out of high school for 25 years. So I've been out of like elementary school 30. You know, 35. You know what I'm saying? I forgot that chicken's gonna lay eggs no matter what. And you don't need another person for them to lay eggs. Now, you need a rooster and a hen if you want to hatch them eggs to make other chickens.
Yeah.
If not, they just eggs.
But I wonder I wonder how chickens do in the cold weather, like because it get cold in the bitch around here for about 4 months. Cause them niggas gonna die off when it start getting cold.
If you got a garage, put a fucking heater in the garage.
That's a lot of work, my nigga. Then I gotta move that chicken.
Like, where do y'all keep y'all dogs at?
I don't make my dog sit outside all day in the cold.
All right, but you a semi-normal human. A lot of people do.
Oh well, yeah. I don't do that. Semi-normal. Always throwing shots, my nigga. Always throwing shots.
I mean, I don't want to lie. You feel me? I'm not
the one who caught mono.
What the fuck is mono?
Mononucleosis, motherfucker. It's called the kissing disease.
I didn't ask you what the word was, nigga.
They used to call it the kissing disease.
But what is it?
It's hold on, because I just had it at the tip of my tongue. It's pause. Not a venereal disease, but it's like a bacteria. You pass some bacteria through the mouth. I caught mono back in the day when I was a teenager.
Of course you did, my nigga.
Let me tell you who was not happy with that shit. My mama.
I tell you what, I didn't have swollen lymph nodes, so that wasn't it. I didn't have a rash, and I did not have an enlarged spleen. But I was tired with a sore throat and a fever.
Okay.
But I did not have a headache. A few muscle aches, but no rashes, no enlarged spleen or swollen lymph nodes. Particularly,
are those like symptoms of mono?
Yeah, the symptoms of mononucleosis typically include fatigue, sore throat, fever, swollen lymph nodes in the neck, armpits are growing, headaches, muscle aches, a rash, a 9-inchy pink or red rash that can appear on the body, face in some cases, loss of appetite, and enlarged spleen.
Yeah, the first three, that fever, tiredness, body ache, I had all that.
Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, joint pain. I didn't eat for 2 days, by the way. I definitely didn't have no diarrhea or no vomiting. And I really wasn't nauseous. So shout out to that.
Okay, good deal.
Worse. I was just a little cold. Just a little cold. So yeah, speaking of on the weekend, man, did you get a chance to watch the Tank and fight?
I did, man. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Watching this fight, not that I haven't missed Rob Silva, but watching this fight really made me wish that we could reach out to Rob and get his fight opinion, because I feel like Tank could have lost this fight.
You watched the fight, right?
Yes, I watched it.
The nigga lost, man.
Okay.
Like the nigga lost, man.
I know it's just I don't care if it's unpopular. Tank took the knee, and they were
unpopular. The majority of people watched it, saw it. Everybody saw the same thing.
Tank took the knee. That knee should have been a point reduction. They were pretty much close on the cards all night. That knee should have given the fight to the other gentleman, and Tank should have scored his first official loss. And we get a rematch, I don't know, sometime during the summer.
Well, I did not want to see Tank fight Lamont Rose Jr. No disrespect to Lamont Roach Jr., but this is unpopular. I think Tank, as good as he is and as skilled as he is a product of great matchmaking and Mayweather Promotions. He has conveniently not fought in the best people in his division. He's only had this one I don't know. He doesn't fight the best people in the division. He doesn't fight the people who we want him to fight. And this was a cherry pick going wrong. And Lamont Rhodes Jr. went out there and he fought his ass off, man. I watched this fight, and outside of Tank taking a knee, because he definitely bent the knee, I still had Lamont Roach winning the fight, dog. Like, I still had him winning the fight. 7 rounds to 5, by the way. I had him winning the fight. And I knew something was up because I don't think that Tank is a dirty fighter, but he was being a dirty fighter this fight. Like, they did a clinch, and then he kind of like rammed him, and Lamont Roach socked him, and then he looked at the ref trying to get something. So then the next round, he did a little shoulder, and then like shoulder popped him underneath the chin. I'm like, no, why the fuck are you doing all this shit? Then he was talking and doing all this extra shit, hitting low. I'm like, why do it seem like you trying to get an advantage of and I'm putting this in air quotes, a relative no-name fighter? Lamont Roach isn't a no-name fighter, by the way. I watched the fight that he got his first loss in, which is why,
Roach was getting the best of him, and Tank was doing what he could to try and keep things. I want to say, interesting. Not even, but trying to keep the fight interesting. Roach was getting the best of him.
You watch Floyd and Zab Judah fight, right?
Yeah.
When Floyd started fucking him up and Zab didn't know what to do, Zab started doing this. He started doing this weird ass hand like this. Like, you trying to just give somebody a different look because you don't really know what to do. He started doing these weird hand motions like on some karate shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? And he did, in my opinion, he was not acting like people usually act. You know, the narrative, Tank starts off slow, he figures you out, then he hits you with that left hand, and then it's night. Well, I can box. I got good defense. I'm not gonna let you hit me with the left hand.
Yeah.
And when you do hit me, I got a chin.
Roach was a good counter puncher. He slipped a lot of punches, and like you said, he never let Tank get in with that left. And we know that's his knockout punch. So he kept him at bay with it. He gave him a good fight. It was a good defensive fight on Roach's part.
And he was offensive. Like, he threw way more punches than Tank did. Like, Tank was on the back foot, right? Roach was on the front foot. I'm offensive. You're supposed to be the boogeyman with all the knockouts. I'm throwing more punches, and I landed more punches by a smaller amount, but I landed more punches and I threw more punches. I was the effective aggressor the entire fight.
When you underestimate niggas and think it's gonna be a smooth day in the office, and then you get in and the motherfucker kind of surprise you and it knock you off your game plan. In my opinion, I think Tank took him lightly. He thought he not necessarily gonna be a walk in the park, but he thought it was already predetermined. I'm gonna beat this nigga. And then he got in the ring, and Roach had a different idea in mind, and he gave him a good fight.
Yeah. They fought in the amateurs before. They didn't spar. I mean, they from that DMV area. They he come from good stock. Like, we know about him, and we not afraid. And when a nigga not afraid of you, you react differently. But let's talk about that round though. 9th round. There was a couple different things that happened. One, you took a knee, my nigga. That's the 10-8 round. Off top. That's 10-8. You took a knee. It's a 10-8 round. Even if you didn't get punched, which you did. Even if you didn't get punched, it doesn't matter. you take a knee, it's a 10-8 round. Floyd Mayweather Jr. only knockdown came when Floyd threw a punch, broke his hand, and took a knee. His glove hit the ground. You took a knee. It's a 10-8 round, my nigga. I've been watching boxing since 1987. 1987. I've never seen that shit before. Yeah. But let's just say, then Tank, you turn your back on your opponent and go in the other direction. That looked like submission, my nigga. They waved the fight off. Anytime that happens, the fight is waved off. In his own corner, at the end of that round, his trainer says, my nigga, that looked like, he said verbatim, that looked like submission. You can't do that. Second thing, you stuck your head out the ring and started talking to your corner. At no point in the fight can you call a timeout and go get some direction from your corner. Another thing, your corner man came from his seat, got up on the apron holding a white towel.
Just in case. Just in case.
No. If your corner man gets on the ring apron with a white towel, the fight is over, my nigga. That's not a thing. You can't just get up, right? Also, you can't, in the middle of a fight, go get wiped down or get a mouth. Like, that's not a thing. It's against
there's no timeout in boxing. Like, Nick, like, I know it's a cliche expression, but you don't play boxing. It's two grown men fighting. And in the middle of the fight, I ain't never seen a real fight. And in the middle of the fight, and time out real quick. Let me get this shit out.
Only one person that can call time. 1.5 call time. It's the referee.
The referee.
And the state athletic commission or the state doctor. And they usually talk to they get on the apron and signal to the ref, and the ref will be like, time. And they'll go check somebody's eye to see if he can continue or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they'll say, time. Now, when he dropped to the knee, what's my man's name? Because this referee is one of my favorite referees, by the way.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Nobody started counting.
He started counting.
Okay, I don't remember that part.
He started counting, but he stopped his count. And Roach was like, what you stopping for? And then he went over and talked to Tank, Steve Willis. That's his name. Steve Willis, if y'all probably seen some memes, he be like in the fight, like, ooh, and one of his eyes look a little weird. You feel me? But Steve Willis, I've never seen him make a mistake before. Okay, this is crazy. He's a good referee. You feel me? So when I saw him as a ref, I'm like, oh shit, we got Steve Willis. Okay, cool. I never thought the ref was gonna be important in this fight, right? You could have got disqualified. You could have gotten a point taken away. This round, he could have lost 4 points in that round in real life. 2 on the 10-8 round because you took a knee. 1 for your corner man jumping up and providing aid. 2, another one for you turning your back and walking to the ref. Like, fam, they call fights off. You turn around on your opponent, fight's over. Now, this is a fight of a big man.
Yeah, it's a big fight. It's a pay-per-view fight. Like, you don't.
So discretion, the ref got discretion. But in every opportunity to show discretion, it went into the favor of the A side. I've never seen these situations go not to the A side. It's always the A side. It's never some lowly guy who, oh man, they cheated for him. Did they? I've never seen it. I've never seen somebody get cheated for the B side. It's always the A side. I don't like it. So then the excuse that he gave is that he had oil in his hair, grease in his hair, and it got in his eye. Now listen, you can go on YouTube, you can watch this fight, you can watch all the replays. Not one time did his fist or his glove ever go touch his eye like something was in his eye. Not one time. Not one time. Now, what it do show in that replay is you caught a jab to your fucking eye twice. And if you take a look, that last time that jab hit, one of his braids, the tail end of one of his braids went in his eye. It flicked in his eye right behind that jab. Fam, that's a you thing. That's your hair. Like, that's a you thing. You got hit with a flicking jab right in the fucking eye. You looked at the ref, you took a knee. After the fight, he said, I took a knee because since I couldn't see, I didn't want to get hit. I didn't want to get hit with a punch and get knocked out. So you took a knee on purpose to avoid punishment. We all like, that's what you do for a couple. That's what you do.
It's different tactics and techniques in fighting. And I understand that logic. Yes, I'm gonna take a knee so while this shit is in my eye, nigga don't come around and hit me with an uppercut or something. But when you do that, you should also be taking the points with that knee.
He was.
It does-
I think he was already panicked because then it's the 9th round and this nigga get more aggressive. Like he got more aggressive as the fight went on, and it's like, yo, this is not normal. And he hit me with clean punches now, and now he punched me in my eye, and my motherfucking eye hurt now.
His conditioning was top notch, because in the 9th he was not slowing down. Like he still had gas, and he was pushing that fight still in the 9th round.
This was I don't even understand it, dog. I don't understand it. Then they talking about Tank. He talking about he didn't know what round it was in the final round. He thought it was round 8. How, nigga?
Nigga, your corner tell you every round. Your corner tell you every round. It's just one. We've been in the hood long enough. We've been young and black and in the city long enough that when niggas start getting their ass beat, they got more excuses than a pregnant woman. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, the sun wasn't shining in my direction, and
got more lies and tails than a nigga in jail.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was 4 of them niggas. No, it was 1. It was 1. He was hitting you like it was 4 niggas, but it was 1. I was there. I watched the whole fight. And that's all it was. Just a nigga getting his ass beat, making excuses. And now we will get a rematch with these niggas, hopefully this summer or early fall. And I believe Tank has been somewhat exposed. So now you got to come back in this next match, and you can't play boxing, and you can't play with this nigga. You got to come back the next match and be ready to throw hands and hopefully not get your ass beat.
Yeah, and the champ, air quotes, after the fight talking about hopefully we can get a rematch. Nigga, what? You the A side? What you mean? Hopefully y'all can get a rematch. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? Yeah, hopefully we can get a rematch. But he don't want to initially, he didn't want the rematch this year. How, my nigga?
No, you gotta fight again. Nigga, it's only March.
He talking about
March.
He pushing for a rematch. And that was March 1st. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he gonna push for a rematch. So Roach was like, nigga, my contract had a rematch clause and I already signed off on it. Because had you lost, there was an immediate had you lost or it was a draw, there was already a rematch clause in the contract for us to fight again.
Talking about pushing for it this year. Nigga, fight this summer. 4th of July.
Like, then Tank talking about we can fight as early as end of May. Well, let's go then, my nigga. Let's go. Like, what the fuck? Like, he just got he got the better of you, bro. He got the better of you. And it's not fair. It's not fair that this fight was not a victory for Lamont Roach, because that changes the trajectory of someone's life, man. Yeah. You feel me? Like that changes the trajectory of somebody's life, emotionally, physically, financially. Like, if I'm the champ, the negotiations in the rematch is different.
Way more favorable for me.
Yeah.
Way more favorable. Purse look different. That door look different. Everything looks a lot different in my favor and for my bank account.
And you robbed me of the experience. Everybody know I won this fight, but I don't like moral victories. I need the actual victory. Yeah. So we know Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas, right? Buster Douglas ended up losing the next fight to he lost the belt to Evander Holyfield.
Yeah.
But I won that shit though. You feel me? Like, that wasn't taken away. What if, in my personal opinion, Mike Tyson dropped that nigga for more than 10 seconds? He shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson had a nigga on the ground for 13 seconds. But it was like, well, it's a 10 count and not 10 seconds. Whatever. But like, he didn't get robbed of his experience. Nigga, I was the heavyweight champ of the world. This is my mama had just died. The whole night, everything was made for Buster Douglas that night.
Who did Ruiz beat? John Ruiz.
John Ruiz beat. It might have been Holyfield.
Because it was almost like the same thing. Like I just got a taste of being a champion. Maybe I didn't hold the belt three, four fights, but like nigga, when you look at the annals of history and you look at the names sketched in, like motherfucker, my name there, I was the champ, and that means something.
No, John Reese had the belt for a number of years, low key, but he lost it to Roy Jones. You feel me?
Okay,
but nah. Oh, they got all these different types of North American Boxing Federation heavy. That's the NABF.
No, he had a real belt though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he had some real belts.
He had the WBC interim heavyweight title in '96 against David Tua. Well, he fought for it against David Tua. IBO in '94. I mean, John Reese was a legitimate heavyweight.
Yeah. But I'm just saying all that in the vein of nigga, I was the champ.
Yeah. And
you can't take that shit away from me. You can talk whatever shit that you want to talk, nigga, I was the champ. And Roach deserved to go into the next fight with having that championship belt.
Yeah. At his weight class. Or at that weight class, because Roach is the champ at 130. Like, why the fuck was Tank fighting somebody that we didn't want you to see you fight in a lower weight class than him anyway? Like, this is a cherry pick going wrong. Like, nigga, why are you fighting the champ at 130 and you the champ at 135? Like, what sense does that make? Like, we want to see you fight Shakur Stevenson. We want to see you fight Devin Haney. We want to see you fight fucking Teofimo Lopez. Like, we want to see you fight a whole bunch of people who are the top guys in your weight class right now, but like you not.
I don't think after this performance, I don't think we ever get some of those fights. We might get Shakur, maybe.
I'm not 100% sure how that fight lasts. Like, so for an example, so like Tank not like no bum. You feel me? Like he's a really good he's a good boxer and he's a great puncher. You feel me? So like he can fight. And to beat Tank, you're going to have to make him respect you. I don't know. And when I say I don't know, like I literally do not know the answer. I don't know if Shakur keeps him honest enough. Or he might. You feel me? I don't know if Shakur keeps him honest enough. I know niggas, for whatever reason, niggas hate Devin Haney, whatever. But like, so since Devin Haney is such a feather-fisted fighter, he can box his ass off. I don't know that Tank finally gets to him. What if I just don't let you hit me with the left hand? Like, then what? Because Roach didn't let you hit him with that motherfucker. And he hit you with them bitches back. Like, Keyshawn Davis. I don't know. I mean, the young bull is looking really good.
Yeah.
Well, title at 12 fights in. Word is that Monday or Tuesday, Tank and them team reached out to see if Lomachenko will come out of retirement. Like, my nigga, why? They reached out to the rank. Why? Like, what you doing, my nigga?
It's a lot of fighters ready to fight you right now. You ain't got to reach back.
You've been ducking Lomachenko for a long time, my nigga. When Floyd Mayweather tried to set up a Tank Davis and Lomachenko fight, that's when Floyd and Tank first fell out. Because Tank said, Floyd trying to get me beat. What, nigga? You don't think you beat the nigga? Like, y'all all want to beat me, but y'all want to fight the fights. Oh, okay. Now you want to fight with the nigga after he didn't retire 2 different times. Devin Haney didn't beat him. He didn't lost a cup. He didn't. Gary Russell Jr. didn't, like, come on, my nigga.
But that's just
Gary Russell Jr. By the way, mama.
That's just to say that I fought him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another moral victory.
Anything not to fight the nigga who just whooped me.
Yeah. Fight who just whooped you, and then shit, set up the super fight. if you win, set up the super fight with either Shakur or Devin Haney. Me personally, I would like to see him fight Devin Haney.
I would too, but for whatever reason, I don't understand it. How Ryan Garcia can go fight Devin Haney on banned substances, beat him on banned substances, and somehow he's the good guy and Devin Haney is the bad guy. Like I don't understand it. Like, nigga, I bust my ass to make weight. I showed up. You hit. What's so wild is all them shots that Devin Haney got dropped with. Every single one of the bitches, he picked his ass off the fucking canvas, finished the fight, and it was still a split decision.
Yeah.
You dropped me 3 times, and other than them punches that landed, and you on banned substances, by the way, other than what them 3 punches, I was winning the fight. Every time you drop me, I got my ass to fuck back up and finish the fight. So when motherfuckers be like, yo, such and such don't got no chin, I don't know. What do you call that? Because I took your best shot like 4 times and got my ass to fuck back up and fought. Like, so for an example, when Adrian Broner fought Maidana, all that through the rope shit, that nigga got his ass back up and was started fighting again. Because Broner got a chin. He ain't a great fighter, in my opinion, but the nigga got a chin.
I just wonder what he could have been. You know what I'm saying? Like he got in front of his own. He got in front of himself, and I always wonder what type of fighter he could have been. But
I mean,
we'll never know. We'll never know.
That ship had sailed.
Nigga, long time ago.
It sailed, docked at the river again, and left out 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's done for that nigga. Broner cooked.
Yeah, that nigga cooked. All right. What else was going on? You been what's up with your Pistons, man? How you liking your Pistons?
They looking good. They looking good. They looking like they poised for a motherfucking playoff run.
Yeah.
And how it's set right now, them niggas would get the Knicks in the first round of the playoffs.
You know, they about to play the Warriors, man. Them 2 of the hottest teams 2 of the 4 hottest teams in the league right now.
I want to see it, but like I'm not going to deny the greatness of Steph Curry. Like that motherfucker is from another planet. We ain't never seen nothing like it. We'll probably never see nothing like it again in my lifetime. But that nigga is from a whole nother planet. That boy Steph Curry is special. But my Pistons is balling. Cade Icewood is out there showing niggas that like I am a true all-star. I belong here. And Bernie Big, I mean not Bernie. Bernie's a pops. JB. JB done turned that whole roster around. I really thought Monty Williams was going to like lead these niggas to the promised land.
They didn't give Monty Williams a chance, man. They could have that nigga before that season even started, man. That's fucked up.
They did, but sometimes that's just how coaching is. That shit just don't connect. You just don't connect to the players.
I think that was a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't connect to players, and nigga, the team turn on you, and Matt, and you know how it be. Like you've been a manager for a while. Like nigga, if your team don't fuck with you gonna fail.
They don't fuck
just
with
you. Just plain and simple.
You gotta figure it out. And look at this shit. Through 192 career games, Grant Hill and Cade Cunningham. Through 192 career games, Grant Hill's averaged 20.4 points, Cade Cunningham 21.6.
Okay.
Rebounds, 8.3 for G Hill, 5.4 for Cade Cunningham. So got him there. Assists 6.2 to 7.3. Now, I would like to add
2 different positions though.
Correct.
2 different positions.
I don't think Cade Cunningham is a small forward, by the way, but I think he plays out of position, but he's doing a really good job playing out of position this year. But I really do think he is he is Grant Hill. They got the same build, they're the same height. Like, yeah, but this is a good comp. You feel me? Like this is a good comp of like where niggas is at, man. So
the thing is, the thing that I'm worried about is keeping Cade in Detroit.
Well, he just
Keep it.
signed. He just signed a extension for 5 years. That's how he gave him all that goddamn money. So he ain't going nowhere. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I said on this pod, but I battled niggas in our group chat last year. I said trade that nigga. I was like, yo, the shit is a bust, and why he still got value? Let's get rid of him.
I feel like me and you had that conversation.
I'm like, well, get rid of him, and let's get some shit that work out for us, because year 4 and we still not knowing what's gonna happen. Like, but shout out to that's why I talk about shit on the internet and other niggas do their job. You feel me? So they clearly knew better than I knew, or they got lucky. But I mean, he was just always injured, so I was like, man, who knows? So the Lion, I mean the Pistons is looking good.
I want to see both my Pistons and my Lions be like contenders in the same season.
I mean, the Lions, the Pistons, and the Red Wings they all playing good. You know what I'm saying? It's been about 20 years since everything was clicking. And the Tigers, you feel me?
Yeah.
So,
I love it.
It's a different, like all of those leagues are better when the Pistons are good.
They're better when Detroit is good.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. It's best because Detroit is not like a huge market per se, but like we got history here, and we a proud city. We get behind and we support our teams, and it just always look better when we are in the thick of shit, because like this is a sports town. People always laud places like LA and Boston and New York. Now Detroit a motherfucking sports town. We come out in the spring for them Lions. We ball out in the fall and the winter for the Pistons and the fucking Lions. And like nigga, when the Red Wings is winning, and the Red Wings had all of them have had a dynasty per se, and the Lions are just starting to get there where we are competitive every year. So this Detroit is a sports town, and we are better served when all of our teams are balling and playing good. So I love to see it. Love to see it.
Big facts. What you been making of all the political shit that's been going on this week?
Trump and these tariffs don't got me feeling warm and fuzzy. I'll say that. I don't think that this is for the benefit of the American people and all this posturing that we are doing. And China has been very vocal in the fact that we ready for whatever war y'all want, economic, social, and if it get physical, we ready for that too. And we shouldn't be making it. We shouldn't be making an enemy. And I feel President Trump, is immediately making enemies with the world. Let go of them tariffs, man. That 20.
I mean, I hear you. I truly do. But if China go out there and make a statement and then you do that, the negatives bitched up on you.
Or you being diplomatic and keeping peace.
But if we got a bad deal, is it really so? What is it? Because I'm asking this question because I don't necessarily know, right? But if I put any kind of tariff on there, I just got to accept whatever the deal is right now, forever, for the rest of eternity, or somebody gonna be mad, like Canada jumping out the window saying, "Oh, we're gonna put 100% tariff on Teslas." Like, nigga, you know how many Teslas they sell in Canada? Like, who you really like on the Canadian side? Who you really hurting? Because they sell Teslas all over the world. You feel me? But like, who you really hurting? 100%? Because now that sounds like some emotional shit that you're doing. Oh, you mad that they put a 10 to a 25%? So you gonna go target Elon specifically here as 100% on you. I don't hear nobody saying like, yo, what the fuck is up with Trudeau? That sounds brash, or that sounds unreasonable. Like, oh, you just gonna go from nothing to 100% tariff? Like,
do something. Do something. That's what the world's saying. Do something.
do y'all really want to see us do something?
No, I don't. This, and this is where I guess some of my ignorance comes in. I'm I don't know what the diplomatic approach is. I think it is best for everybody if there's no war involved. This needs to be a peaceful situation. Canada has talked about turning off the electricity because we use quite a bit of their energy, especially here in Michigan, and that can be detrimental. We talked about this on Shop Talk Podcast, a dark winter. If Canada turns off the electricity, shit gonna get dark around this bitch really quick. And
Or
it's
we'll
gonna
just use
go
our own energy that he signed executive orders to use anyway. But regardless of that, like 80% of y'all fucking products that y'all whole entire country sell is sold to the US. Like, nigga, your country doesn't exist without the United States of America. Like, all of your imports go to the United States. So I hear you, and you are appealing to the heartstrings and everything like that. But like, let's be real. Will you shut out your biggest customer? Like how do you shut off your business? So like, if I'm Johnson Controls, right, and my biggest customer is the big three, my nigga, I make part. I'm a part supplier for one of the big three. I can't afford to be like, no, fuck you, nigga. Or if they don't think the deal is like, so I got to do what all these other countries want, and whatever it is right now has to be the way it is, or we can't change. I wish that our current president was anybody else, because I know for a fact, this is not what I think. If Kamala won and she put all these tariffs, all these black people who are very, very upset right now and everything like that will be on Kamala's side, saying that the media is only saying it's a bad deal because she black. Emotions are 100%.
I don't know about that, Jay.
I'll tell you why I know that's a fact. Because one of the things that she ran on was no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security benefits, and no tax on overtime. Last week, every single Democrat voted that shit down because Trump proposed it.
Right.
The motherfucker that y'all wanted to be president ran with that too. And y'all just said no. So you mean to tell me if Kamala was in office and she put that forward, all the Democrats would have said no? It ain't, you ain't even thinking about the actual act. You're thinking about who it's coming from. And you're not wrong, right? Because the nigga, like, he not a good person, right? But like, at some point, we got to be real with ourselves too. And just ask the question, is the reason I'm pushing back because of who it is or what it's doing? Because I keep hearing a bunch of hypotheticals about, what this could mean, or this funding could mean this or could mean that. I don't know what it's going to mean yet. So it's hard for me to make up a definitive position and say yay or nay, right? Because I don't know yet. But it don't matter what the fuck them niggas do on the Trump side. If you're not on that team, you saying that shit is a bad idea. Like that shit the other night, I didn't watch the whole thing because that shit was on way too long. But it don't matter what quote unquote accomplishment was said. The Democrats sat there quiet. We're not clapping for none of this shit. And it's like, all right, well, are we doing politics? Are we doing some game? Like, come on, man. What the little boy, like, yo, nigga 13 years old, beat brain cancer or some shit. We gonna make him an honorary fucking Secret Service agent. Everybody,
that little nigga.
Everybody clapping. Them niggas sitting there quiet. I get it. It's symbolism, right? Right. Now that don't mean nothing. That's just symbolism. So why the fuck you niggas over there in the motherfucking Congress singing "We Shall Overcome" and shit?
Or them little ass protest signs like it's a silent auction.
Like, come on, man. Y'all don't think this a little weird? I'm not saying be out for him because I'm not for him either. Right. But like, let me ask you though.
The we shall overcome like fucking threw me because like nigga that was y'all reaching.
So let me ask you: do you think that the government is efficient?
No, no, I don't.
Do you think there's no government corruption or abuse?
There's absolutely government corruption and abuse. Absolutely.
So are you against somebody looking into government corruption, abuse, or overspending?
I'm not. No.
All right. Now I get if people don't like Elon, for sure. But if the idea of somebody saying, hey, I think we need to look into what these departments are doing gives so much pushback, I feel like you hiding something, dog.
Definitely, because granted, I don't know every line item or everything that's been discovered, but like, people are having a huge fit about him having access to like personal records, social security, things of that nature. Like when you finding that people are dead and are still receiving payments, well, it's hard for me to believe that's the only person that's happening to. If there is money that's just going out, the gross the deficit continues to raise, and we need to look for ways to, cut spending, save money. And if he's able to find an equitable way to cut spending and save money, there's nothing wrong with that. And again, I this is one of them few things I agree with you with. People don't like it because it's Elon. That's all it is.
And that's
People,
and if you don't like that nigga, it's okay for you to feel that way, but don't act like that's not the reason though. And I quite literally be like, look, I don't fuck with that nigga, so I don't believe anything he'll ever say. If that's what it is, that's what it is. But don't act like the idea of this. So like, Biden had gave 53 different researchers and student volunteers access to the damn near the exact same data.
and they did nothing with it.
Why wasn't that a thing?
Because it wasn't
He gave that access to IRS data.
because people perceive Trump as supreme evil. And I understand if you don't like him, you may not like his principles, may not like the things that he stands for. That's personal, and I get it because he's, the character that he plays is not, my favorite person. But like nigga, I, me personally, I spend a lot in taxes. I am a victim of inflation like everybody else. Eggs will never be 99 cents again. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to buy $200 worth of groceries and have enough to last me for 2 weeks. But that shit's probably not gonna happen again. Like I want to see some money coming back into my pocket. Nigga, if I look on my monthly budget, Comcast sent me a bill. My Comcast bill done went up to 260 a month. I'm looking for ways to cut back. I don't want to pay that much.
We were
Like we're
here.
all looking for ways to cut back and save.
So like the idea that people are just fundamentally against, and then people's like, well, we're against it. Well, then what's the issue? It's Elon specifically.
Yeah. That's what they're against. And that's cool. You don't have to like him. Like that's just how life works. You don't have to like everybody and everything that they do. If you said that nigga was evil and he do evil shit, I mean, you could make an argument. You don't have to like the nigga. He looked like a supervillain on paper. But
He might be a super villain in real life. No bullshit. I mean, like rockets into the sky, fucking satellites, self-driving cars, the whole like Lex Luthor. No bullshit. I don't know that he's a good person. Probably not, actually.
he got 14 kids.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Think about it. And you are definitely for the AI. You pushing the AI. You got the fucking Tesla robots that we've been talking about that's gonna take over and shit like that. Like, I'm not trying to say just because I got the nigga car, they're like, yo, this is a good person. And like he has all of our best interests in mind. No, I don't think any of these niggas got our best interests in mind. I think all of them are playing the role, the left and the right, to push us into the next world war, because that's where we're gonna be at. And everybody's playing a particular role. Trump is playing this role, Elon is playing this role, Pelosi, all them. Just in case it wasn't clear, and it should be clear for over the last 10 years, I don't believe any of this shit is real.
Okay.
I think that both sides forever are on the same side. That's just what I believe. I could be the conspiracy nigga, whatever the case, boom, boom, boom. My only frustration is when things just don't make sense. And it's like people act, I think both sides is because I think both sides are bad and both sides are on the same team. When somebody can only find something bad about one side, I'll be having a problem with that and I push back just to be like, hey, look at the other side too. Not because I despise your side or whatever, but I'm like, nigga, both these motherfuckers is bad. You know what I'm saying? But
evil is good.
Like, so
But
Trump
it's not.
and all the posturing and I don't like it, but we're going to go into another war. Like, it's going to happen.
And I think
Now,
the thing
with the next year or two, I don't know. But like, nigga, America has been at war 99% of its existence. Why would we think it's not gonna happen?
But the thing about the next war that I don't think people have wrapped their head around is that the next war will happen on American soil.
Could.
But I think it very much so will happen on American soil. And that is the part, like, people are able to detach war from America or that we're always
like-
in wartime because it's not here.
But listen, there would be attacks possibly on American soil. Ain't no war happening on American soil. Because you niggas can't get you niggas ain't got no tanks. You're not about to have an actual army. You don't like, just because of how physically America is set up by all these waters, all the like, it's not about to happen.
Logistically, it could be difficult, yes, but let me rephrase that. We will see attacks on
For sure, I
American
can see some
soil.
attacks here for sure.
There'll,
But like,
there'll be missiles, and depending on who is still here in the country that we ain't deported or found, there could be some type of insurrection and violence,
but the way
catastrophic
it's going
violence
right
on
now,
American soil.
but the way it's going right now, America's gonna turn on themselves. You got niggas just listen. Black people, we so fucking American, dog. We depending on who you ask, we was here before Columbus, right? Like, black people indigenous to this land were here first. Then we were enslaved and built this country with our blood, with our sweat, with our tears, with free labor for 400 years. The idea that others can come over here and take the land that is rightfully ours, that belongs to us, and you have niggas on the internet agreeing with, I'll go to Canada then, my nigga. Be out. Mexico closed its borders the other day because of tariffs. That's all we had to do to keep you motherfuckers from over here? Like, really? That's all we had to do? Like, we got students around the country protesting because people from another country who are not supposed to be in this country are here and getting put out. What?
But
Like, think about that. Like, so here in America, students around the world or around the country are protesting because people who have entered the country illegally are being asked to leave.
stupid children, plain and simple, stupid children. When we always talk about getting the youth excited about voting and politics, like, this is the part where, like, you need to grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know what this is? This is squatters' rights. Ain't it fucked up when somebody will move into your fucking house and they got squatters' rights? No, I bought this fucking house. Well, no, you got to get them officially evicted now. And now we got to go through paperwork and all other shit to get a motherfucker out your fucking house. I remember seeing the lady who had the Airbnb. The lady went in there and couldn't get her out her Airbnb. Squatters' rights. Because that's what it is. Do you think a nigga should be able to walk inside of your fucking house and say, I live here now, and you can't put them out? What if they're great people? What if they're nice? What if they have a family?
Yeah, but they in my house spray painting the motherfucking walls and got a barbecue grill in the goddamn living room. Like,
Let's just say they were very nice and peaceful, Dame. They didn't fuck nothing up. Nigga, they cleaned up your crib, Dame. But it's a family of people living in your house, and you want them to leave and they won't leave. Are you wrong for asking them to leave?
no, it's mine. It's mine. Plain and simple. They shouldn't have no rights to my shit.
But
And that's literally as simple as it comes down to.
That's a Marxism shit where you think that the collective good, like I got personal property. We got personal ownership. You be like, nah, the collective good is what matters. No, nigga, my individual good is what matters too. Like, now, should there be a process for people to become citizens? Yeah, they should be. Is there? Yeah, there is. If there's a long line, then nigga, wait at the end of the line. Like, Canada got immigration too. And when it's filled, they be like, nigga, we not accepting no more right now. That's a fact. That's not even like, oh, a nigga spitballing an opinion. That's a fact.
Because people are used to rules seem like oppression when they have been broken and bended for so long. It seems like we're the bad guy when we're enforcing something that was already here, but we just like to put it in even like more basic terms, like you got a curfew. Your curfew 9 o'clock, but shit, you come home 11:30 every night because don't nobody say shit. The first time your old man say some shit and be like, "Hey, my nigga, you come in here after 9:30 again, and shit, you don't get to dry your car for a month." Now you feel like, oh, the nigga wrong. No, the rule done already been there. The rule has been established. I just turn a blind eye, hoping that maybe one day you do the right thing.
So
Hoping that you fall in line because you have enough respect for me to do the right thing. And that's what America has not had for so long. We've just gotten used to, like, oh, they're here. They come in every year. Same borders every fucking year. And look, man, the shit not right and they gotta fucking go. They gotta fucking go.
So let me ask this. I don't have children.
Right?
How do you teach children right and wrong if I see my mom or my dad or my loved ones protesting people breaking rules or protesting or breaking the law? How do I then go say, but you got to obey rules? I got to set boundaries and do all that. Like, how do you do that and actively say, because listen, this is a democracy, right?
I got an answer for that, but go ahead.
This is a democracy, right?
Mhm.
So the democracy says the popular vote wins. So if this what was decided upon because of the great process that we have, whether you individually like it or not, the decision has been made, my nigga. Right. Maybe I think that if somebody do something to my loved ones, I should be able to kill you, my nigga, because you took somebody from me. That's what I think. But I know that collectively, the rest of the society do not feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But like the decision has been made. So I know for a fact that this is right or this is legal or not. We're not talking about morals, because moral and legal are two different things.
Not even in the same boat.
But like, how do you? I don't know. That's a tough conversation. Like, have your children talked to you about this immigration thing? Or how does that work? How does that conversation happen? Or what does that look like?
No, I really have. Well, one of the kids, yes, because like social studies is still like a thing in school, and it's more or less just my opinion. And I don't cut corners or sugarcoat it. Like, people that are here and did not go through the proper process of being here should have to go back to their home country. It just makes There are rules in place for a reason. There are checks and balances for a reason. If we just ignore the rules and ignore the reasoning behind it, Then we have chaos, then we have anarchy, then we have what we have right now, where people who don't belong here think that they should be able just to stay. This anchor baby shit and all of that. Look, no, no. You found a legal loophole and it kept you here and great. But like you need to go back to where you're from and follow the legal steps in order to be here. It's just plain and simple. Again, rules feel like oppression when they haven't been enforced in so long. We got to stand on something. Yes, bring. I know with the Statue of Liberty, bring us your lonely, your weak, your downtrodden. Yeah, but make sure them niggas get
Come through
checked
the port.
and yeah, yeah, come through the port and make sure you get motherfucking checked and stamped and validated to come to this bitch. Yes, just plain and simple. Like,
Nigga
and
can't
it's
get, you can't get inside your job without a key code, but you want the fucking American. Like you can't
nigga. First of all, they won't even let you upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if you forget your ID badge, you're gonna have a hard time getting to the fifth floor. You gotta you gotta go through some shit. And it should be this like
and why
the
you think that
things
is?
because you want to protect people that don't belong there from gaining access to what is there.
Because of
It's
safety.
absolutely. You don't want a nigga just walking off the we've both worked at the same place where motherfuckers will sometimes get in the building off the streets. It's very visible within about 10 seconds of seeing them.
Who
This
belongs here?
motherfucker don't belong here. And who let them in this bitch? And
Yeah.
where the fuck is security to get them out? Because it's not safe having strangers walking around the building. Same thing with America. It is not safe having strangers or niggas that don't belong walking around in this bitch because they don't know the lay of the land. And you cannot guarantee that their intentions are the same and are in the same vein as yours. They need to go. They got to go.
Also, this is the brash generalization. Um, if I was in I'll just talk about me. If I was in the country illegally and I'm ducking the police and ducking the law and my whole family situation is set up over there, I would probably do almost anything to not be captured. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
if I think somebody about to rat on me, or if I'm in a position where like I would probably do almost anything for that not to happen. And if you is in a way of me taking care of the rest of my family or uprooting everything out, me or you, it's probably gonna be you.
Know someone, like, know them that escaped a country because somebody was trying to kill them. They're over here in America. They have started, several businesses. They live a very quaint and quiet life, and they are extremely worried about being sent back over to their home country because they are here illegally. And I get it. They have been, like you
And in
said,
the process to seek asylum and stuff like that, there's a process, right?
yeah, and they've been going through the process, but like without putting too much of their information out there, there are some questionable things like in their past, and it's making even though they've been in America for over 30 years, there are some things that still make the process very difficult for them to be here illegally, for them to be here legally rather. And I get it. Like you said, people come here and they move into your house and they'll mess it up. Maybe they take care of the lawn better than the fuck you was.
For sure.
But this is right and wrong in every situation. And on this one, I'm gonna err on the side of, you got to do what's right. Just plain and simple. We just have to do what's right because, it's not about me. As a 40-year-old man, there are some things I'm not going to benefit from, or 40-plus-year-old man, there's some certain things I'm not going to benefit from. I may not see the fruits of certain labor, but I got kids, I got grandkids, or I'm going to have, knock on wood, I don't have no grandkids right now, but I may have grandkids one day, and I want them to, reap the benefits that should be available to them as citizens of this country for their future. And if that makes me sound, you know, I am a proud American. I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to have the the life and the liberty afforded to me. But that's
Can
because
you,
like blood was spilled and the cost was paid.
man, you realize how great this country is that you can get on the internet and talk shit about the government and you quite literally have no fear that anything ever gonna happen to you.
I'm gonna go to bed tonight and I'm gonna sleep good.
Nigga, you could at the president right now and talk shit to him on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can. And people do all day. Can you imagine that being in China? You adding Kim Jong-un, or you publicly saying fuck
In
China,
North
we watch
Korea,
our decisions, or yeah, not China. Well, China too. Or like, fam, I know
they're gonna kick in your door and chop off your head.
North Korea every week they tell America. Like, I get it. This is the best, worst country ever, my nigga. I'm not going nowhere. And it's gonna be evil niggas everywhere, my nigga. I am not disillusioned, as in everybody who in this country has the best intentions for me. No, nigga.
My homie keep trying. So I got a partner of mine, my scamming Nigerian homie. He's not really a scammer, but it just when two or more Nigerians are gathered, watch your credit cards. But my Nigerian homie is trying to sell me on dual citizenship because he has dual citizenship in Nigeria. He's like, come over there, they treat you better, they treat you like it's home. Nigga, I don't know shit about Nigeria.
Can you
I
have a
know
gun over there?
I don't know. I don't but that's the thing. I don't know shit about like it sounds good. It sounds beautiful, like go back to the motherland. Nigga, I don't know shit about that. Nigga, I'm scared to move out of Michigan because I don't know shit else but this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the streets. I know where to go. I know what Coney I can get good food from at 2 a.m. I know what liquor store, gon' give ain't gonna hassle me about that quarter I ain't got from my backwoods. Like, I know the lay of the land. I can't pick up and go somewhere else. You remember a couple weeks ago where that crazy ass lady from New York went over to Dubai and was telling them
Ain't
she
she
want
missing?
money? Oh no, she's in jail. She's not missing. She's in jail. You know why she was in jail? Because she don't know the motherfucking rules. It was on the street smoking squares and shit, and they don't play that in them countries. She's in jail. And over there, when you, I,
You know what's interesting? It's really interesting. That when Brittany Griner was over there, she didn't want to stand for the motherfucking anthem the whole 9 yards. I mean, it's been times I haven't stand for the anthem for sure. But as soon as them niggas accosted you over there, hey yo, could y'all niggas come get me?
yeah,
Right. Andrew Tate and his brother just came back to, I think they in Florida or some shit. And it was Western world, you niggas are stupid and this and that, and Bolivia is this and everything like that.
hey
But
man, you
yo,
didn't want to stay stuck in that third ass world country the
the
fuck
niggas
you
locked your
from.
ass the fuck up over there, and your ass came running back to fucking good old America. And it, because he American citizen. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, he's an American citizen. So like they like, why you let him back over here? But nigga, we gonna protect our own. Right. But I ain't living nowhere else. It is what it is. I'm gonna deal with the devil I know. And the devil I know is the one that's over here.
Hey, my nigga, I've been arrested in Canada before. Let me tell you one motherfucking thing. It's a different country. When you get arrested up over there, that whole one phone call shit. Yeah, motherfucker, you'll get that phone call in about 6 to 8 hours. Like they ain't trying to hear that shit. This can't. This Canada. We run shit different.
Yeah, I mean, we said we'll give you one call. I didn't say you when I'm gonna give it to you.
Right.
Even our shit over here, it don't say when you gonna have that one call. Like we'll give
Sit-
you one. We'll give you one on your last day here.
right.
Like we only can hold you for 72 hours. You can get it at hour 70. Call you a ride.
Family don't know where you've been at for 3 days.
Call you a ride at 71 and a half hours, nigga. Like, hey mom, come get me.
Hey, my nigga, I'm telling you, they treat you differently over in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
So think shit sweet if you want to. Like this, it ain't that bad to be from here. It
yeah.
ain't that bad at all.
I spend a lot of time looking at the left and the right timelines on YouTube, and I can tell you that both these niggas is delirious. This shit is insane. It is two totally different worlds happening at the same time. And like, it's two totally different worlds, which is why I know all this shit fake.
When people be talking about like Black Twitter and I don't know, the other Twitter,
Yeah, Twitter and Black Twitter.
yeah, the real Twitter and Black Twitter, like, nigga, that shit is different. It's different, and we are for real living in like two fucking different worlds. So
Spend some time in both though, because you get I've definitely gotten a pretty interesting perspective on both, and I think the truth is further away from both them sides than anything.
yeah,
Just my opinion. I think that's it. That's all I got, man, this week.
you got a whose man's is this week?
Damn, I think I did too. Damn, I'm looking at my screenshots. I can't remember, so I won't make one up. Yeah, I don't remember, so I'm not gonna make one up.
Okay. I decided to do a throwback for my music pick of the week. Uh, I hadn't heard this song in a long time, and as soon as the opening words came on, it gives you a feeling because if you're from Detroit and you hear "I don't give a fuck" at the beginning of the song, you know what time it is.
Yeah,
So that's my music pick of the week. Eastside Cheddar Boys. Oh boy,
that's
is
fine.
my music pick of the week. So if you are not from the Detroit metropolitan area, if you hear the start of if you hear a Detroit nigga say, I don't give a fuck, you should probably start looking around for the next exit because niggas don't say that shit here and not mean it. And it has so many variations of when you say it. Funny story. I had a friend come in town and visit and we were out, out and about moving in the city, and she noticed the local greeting of "What up, though," and she was like, I can tell by the tone that "What up, though" has several different meanings, and I was like, that's true because depending on how you say it and tone and inflection, it could be when I say it to you, it's a greeting. "What up, though, Jay? I ain't seen
Yeah.
you in a minute." When I say it to, when I go into the liquor store and say "What up, though," maybe I need somebody's attention. Or if you see a nigga that you don't like, you can be like, "Hey, what up, though?"
Yeah,
You say
yeah.
it with a certain tone, and like it could incite violence.
What up, though?
And yeah,
Like,
oh, it's
yeah.
up, it's up. And I think she got a chance to experience, every inflection of "What up, though" in her short time here in the city.
You know
So,
what? I got something for that actually.
okay.
Uh, and it's not a whose man's this, but this isn't whose man's is this, okay? But it's not
All
like
right.
a bad one. It's not a bad one at all. You've seen this shit, but let's go here.
This is good.
All right.
Sleep number 1087. The sentence, I never said she stole my money, has 7 different meanings
Uh-oh.
depending on where the word is stressed. I never said she stole my money. 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 I never said she stole my money.
She said that's what reasons I can't sleep at night. So when you said that she heard the same sentence what up though? But many different flavors or many different. That's exactly what that is. That one sentence,
Yes.
the sentence "I never said she stole my money" has 7 different meanings depending on where the word is stressed. And I started thinking, like, I wonder how many other sentences that can be done that way. And this is some black people shit. So who man when them who mans is this is like, yo, who granny is this? Because she tapped in.
Yeah. She
She
get
tapped
it.
in because like you gotta be hanging around some black motherfuckers for you to be like, nigga, I
Hey
ain't said you
man.
stole my money.
Hey man, punctuation and inflection are important because they can change the scope of a sentence. A lot of you niggas don't use commas or semicolons, and it can definitely change the way your sentence, the meaning of whatever you got to say, or the meaning of whatever your sentence is. So, yeah,
I see
punctuation is
so many,
key.
I see so many Facebook post with not near punctuation. I mean, from beginning to end, not one period, comma, nothing, in all
You,
capital letters,
you
and
know,
it's
you know
bad.
what bothers me about some of y'all Facebook posts. I'm not gonna put this out. It's a friend of mine. I saw her post, talking about a nigga having aura, and she spelled it phonetically and not properly. ORA. I get it. I get it. It sounds.
Like
It
Aura J.
sounds. It sounds right, but that's not the word. And I wish a lot of you niggas would just, spell check it. Type it, literally type it in your phone, and a little red squiggle will pop up under the word that's not spelled correctly. And I had a teacher when I went to Specs Howard that gave me a piece of information that holds true to me this day. Before I send out an email, I read it out loud. And he will have us write type copy, like a shit we gonna say on air. And he said, don't read what you think is there. Read to me exactly what's on the paper out loud. And that changed the scope of my spelling and how I write completely with just that one exercise.
Hey
Just
yo,
read it out loud.
hey yo, iPhone's got Apple Intelligence, my nigga. AI will fix your broken ass language for you. So
It,
one of
it,
my one of
it
my
will
close
suggest how
friends,
you say it. It will suggest it for you how you should say it.
I won't tell you which friend, but one of my friends, we screenshot shit like this all the time.
I know
And
which friend you're talking about.
and
He
we'll
can't
screen
text.
well, no, not that nigga. That nigga
Oh,
needs that shit. We'll screenshot shit like this all the time, and then I'll drop it into AI and be like, "Oh, this is what the motherfucker was really trying to say." Cause like, what, nigga? Like what? And then sometimes the AI be confused. Like they be fucking confused. But it's bad. But I don't know. Get better, nigga.
don't
Like
sound it out.
like God damn, y'all got children. Y'all be yeah, that's why y'all parents. That's why these YNs out here with the switches. They don't respect you because they can spell better than you. How they gonna garner your respect and you can't spell? You out there embarrassing them on Facebook every day, and now they supposed to listen to you and come home on time or do what you tell them to. They don't respect you because they think they smarter than you, and they
It's
probably are.
it's funny that you mentioned that because right before we went on air, or right before we started recording, I saw this meme that was like, black men should respect women because they grew up with single mothers. And then it showed a single mother twerking and her son like standing on the wall watching her adjust the camera and twerking. And this nigga is like literally crying and showing his frustration.
He said black men should support.
Should have more respect for women because most of you all were raised by single mothers. And it showed then this woman twerking in the bathroom with her son standing there like visibly upset and stressed by his mama shaking ass.
I know who motherfucking whose man's this was. So that whole idea. So we supposed to. I don't have a way to say that without it sounding fucked up, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Say it, make it fucked up, Jason.
Relax. So we supposed to. So it's respectable to be a single mom. It's not disrespectable, but like since y'all grew up with so many single moms, you should respect women. What if because you grew up in that particular household, you saw exactly what made your mama single, and you don't respect that shit? I'm just saying a what if. You feel me? Like, but like to say that is to say because you're a single mom, then that's something respectable. It's not like not respectable because I mean it's okay to be a single mom, but like that doesn't make you.
I know some incredible single mothers, but I also know some of y'all. I can also understand why some of the daddies left and never came back.
But also, how you interact with, I don't know. It's that's always tough. Now that I think about it, because how you are in a relationship with that child's father and how you are as a mother could be two different things, right? How you are on the internet and how you are cooking and nurturing the kid could be two different things. I do think the other thing matters because the kid will probably see the other thing. But I don't fucking know, man. I'm tired of arguing. But my whose man's this goes to Doechii. And I like Doechii. But I might be getting off the Doechii train. Cause she said a straight man is a red flag for her. Of course she's queer and she dates queer.
She's dated queer and she's dated bisexual and gay men. I've heard her say this in interviews.
But I'm not with this whole we should attack straight males thing. I don't like it. Being a straight male is not a red flag. It's the greenest flag you can possibly be. Being a straight male. That's just weird to me. I don't like it. I don't like what it means, what it represents. And again, you can rap, my nigga, but I don't like it. Because every time I see, I don't know, I'm not gonna go that route. But
my nigga, if it's a red flag, I'm Pyru. For real. If it's a red flag, nigga, I'm putting bees on everything. Cause like
I hate when I see shit like that, and then all the comments be like, hell yeah, because you know niggas, man, I feel like y'all don't even like your fathers.
Nah, because he was straight. No, he was straight.
Like all the women, I don't know, I can't say all.
He wasn't in touch with his femininity.
Some of the women, I don't know, man. It is what it is, dog. I don't like that shit. No, that's not my. Whose man's? Get the fuck out of here. You ain't been here long enough. You ain't been here long enough. You ain't been here long enough.
Get that Kendrick feature first, baby. Get
Jesus
that Kendrick
Christ.
feature first.
Anywho, man, it's time for the motherfucking benediction and shit.
The motherfucking benediction. It's your man Dame going wild and everything that matters. IG, TikTok, X. Yo, you see the background. When you see the blue and the black, you know where the fuck you at. It's still Shop Talk Podcast. You can't book no motherfucking time, but you can tune in every motherfucking Saturday and know as long as there's breath in our lungs, me and Jay Johnson gonna have a new episode for you. So put that in your motherfucking pipe and smoke it, bitch.
Even if the breath got a little phlegm on it, you know what I'm saying?
Little mucus in you.
Little milk. You know what I'm saying? Little milk ain't never hurt nobody. It did. Check y'all out, man. 464 weeks. What we said we was gonna name this episode?
Jay got mono.
No, that wasn't it. It was something. It was funny. It was like Squirts and Screams or some shit. I don't know. Yo, Squirts and Screams.
Squirts and Screams.
Squirts and Streams and Screams is wild. If you didn't even make it to this portion of the pod, have fun with that time. Oh shit. When you see the blue or the black, you know where you at. You feel me? I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dave.
Hell yeah.
Yes. In this motherfucker.
Ooh.